I'm James Phillips. I'm competing this year in the UK Barista Championship and hopefully further on. I was just pulling shots one day and just starting to taste fruit. Like, I had no idea until that point that, you know, you could get fruity flavors in coffee. You could identify like berries or oranges or stuff like that. That sort of blew my mind and just made me start thinking and want to know more about it. You can pretty much plot European and to some extent colonial history through coffee. An English company was the main trader of tea in the world, and it was the Dutch and the French that traded most of the coffee in the world. And so, long story short, the fact that coffee was becoming so popular here and sending so much money to the French and the Dutch, and hence political power and naval power, that the English crown raised taxes on coffee so that only rich people could afford it, and promoted tea. And hence, yeah, you guys all drink tea now. This is a siphon. It was actually invented by a Scottish dude in the 18th century, I think. They were quite popular in the 70s. Probably, you know, hidden in your parents' top cupboard with the fondue set. I think most people are going into it because they just want to, because they're good at something and they want to test themselves against the best. I don't think there are many people who actually own coffee places that are competing. The risk if you bomb out, it can probably be bad for business, I don't know. So doing coffee as fast as you can, as good as you can every day won't allow you to win the competition. You need to train specifically for it. So you need to have an incredible attention to detail because often it can come down to a handful of points. 94 degrees, yep. It's not head-to-head. You're not going up against another person like in Ultimate Barista Fighter or Throwdown. It's not fun. I think most of us will be a nervous wreck while we're up there, and it'll be those that can, you know, deal with the nervousness and the shakes a little bit better that have an edge. Yeah, grab a seat, mate. I'll be with you in a minute. I mean, if I was to pick someone to win the London heats, I think John's got a pretty damn good chance because his training has been intense.
It's an Italian saying, I can't remember the translation, but it's basically coffee comes down to 25% beans, 25% the machine, and 50% the barista. The barista is that final person that has the final touch on how good your coffee is going to taste. Because they control everything. They control the machine, they control the beans, they control the grind, they control the milk, the temperature of the milk. Everything's controlled by them. If you don't have a good barista or a well-trained barista, your coffee's not going to be good.
So we're going to go through a few sets of my complete 15-minute set for the UKBC. 4 espressos, 4 cappuccinos, and 4 of the signature drink.
We're going to have judges, fake judges. We're going to have judging score sheets and a fake audience, well, not fake audience, audience as well. And it's an opportunity for John and for Estelle just to practice and get used to talking in front of people and performing in front of people.
Right, and I'll just get your espressos. I'm very lucky that I've had the opportunities to do practices in a cafe, in caffeine. Has helped a lot in terms of just having that freedom to really just run through it over and over again. I'll move on to your cappuccinos. Very good. Although I've been doing quite a lot of practice, I still think there's more that can be done. If it means training late at night, then that's the way it is. You make sacrifices for something that you want all the time. I'll get started with the signature drink, which is going to be a raspberry and apple coffee crumble. And there we go, that's my 15 minutes. Let's hope it's not too disgusting. There we go. Time, yeah. I don't think I've done one set where I've been within time. I'm not in any way kind of in a rush for the heat to hurry up and come up, so because I know I've got a lot more prep to do. So.